no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and you've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Makes the catch. It's Watkins. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The one. That can derail this offense. A bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that. But they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
To the air, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards. First down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Oh, he's got a chance. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Canes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him.
Breaks into the open. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Touchdown, Canes! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's got it again. Turns it on in midfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. There he goes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got his man downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Pringle. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win.
Touchdown, Miami! Fitted in the window for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little screen to the running back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Flanagan. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Going over the top. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. They're dealing with a second and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Got his man. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Finds his man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
When you're throwing these comeback rounds, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
back in motion, try to clear the picture. And back to the air on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Hurricanes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Finds a little space. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's got him. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. He might want another play. He wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Makes the grab on the left. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that.
Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Got it in the middle. It's Flanagan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And I think that's a good call offensively, Reese. You're sort of in no man's land at midfield. You've got 4th down, and you believe in your guys to go and get it done on the ground. They're able to pick up the first.
Were you at all surprised by the decision to run it there?
No, not with their personnel up front. Just the way that these guys have sort of established the tone in this game. They've been the more physical team, so I like the play.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Brewer. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Quick strike complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Utah State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Aggies team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here we go. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Looking for space. It's Pringle. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to...
End zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Sellers. The quick out. At the 35, he's loose. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Canes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air, it's Sellers. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here on 3rd down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmanaged. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. He's
turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. The give as they work on that clock. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Gonna run it. It's Owens. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They make the stop and the clock strikes